Hello everyone. So I am here today and I just changed out my helicopter mode throttle in my Futaba 8FG computer radio. And that would correspond with this manual. I purchased it many years ago, but it's still a very good quality radio. But when I purchased it, it was on a discount by the seller. It was in the heli setting. So you can change the heli setting within the software programming of the radio itself just fine. But then what happens is the throttle is not set to a ratcheted throttle. And I had a very difficult time figuring out how to do that online. So I wanted to make this video to make it a little bit clearer because it turns out it's extraordinarily simple. So the first thing you'll notice is I took the back off the radio. So there's the back, right? And then I have it currently propped up because you don't want your sticks to have pressure on them because these whole stick modules can pop out and you don't want that. What you also don't want are your position switches on the back to pop out either because they can very easily pop out because they're just slid in. So you have to be very careful when you're taking the back off the radio. But what we're here talking about today is literally this silver part right here. I'm going to point to it. That part. So this is your ratcheting throttle. And as you can see, if I can get the camera to focus, or not, I don't know. There we go. It has a little tooth on it. And that is important because it has to go into the grooves on that plate. And that is what makes the ratcheting throttle work, where it goes burr, and it sticks up position. Now what was there before were these little pieces. So we had a flat throttle. So you can see it's flat. And we had this thing which was covering it over. And it's just a tiny little piece of plastic and it means nothing. Just covered it over to make it move smoother and to protect the teeth in case you wanted to do what we just did. So I got the ratcheted throttle and you just screw it in the same exact location and you take off the plastic little cover and then that is really all there is to it. And now it works. I don't know if I can do this with two hands, but we'll see. You might even be able to hear it. So you can hear that it works. So then, if you would like it to have a little bit more bite to it, you can actually take that piece of metal and bend it more towards the interior of the radio, or bend it a little bit more to the exterior of the radio to have it not have as much bite, so it moves more freely. So these pieces, this tiny little metal piece is actually very expensive because I'm filming in the US, and in the US, it's very difficult to find these parts. So you can either email Futaba US Part Support directly, and they can get you the part and they can pull it for a price. I'm not even sure what the price was, but you can purchase the part from overseas. And this part is literally maybe $1. I think I saw it for like 27 cents on some websites, but the international shipping is crazy. So what I did, this is why it's always nice to have spares of things around. This is an old spare radio that I happened to run into. And it used to have a ratcheting throttle in it, and I thought, well, let me open it up. You can hear that it doesn't ratchet anymore. So the ratcheting throttle plate I took out of the other Tower Hobbies old radio and put it into this one. And then now this has no ratchet in it at all. And I did not put the flat piece back in because it serves zero purpose. It is a place-holding part, so you know where to put a part in the future if you want to change it to a ratcheting throttle, just like we did. So hopefully that video helps you resolve what you needed to do. It was very hard for me to figure it out, but I'm glad I was able to figure it out now. And hopefully this will be on YouTube and available for other people to see in the future. And for my information, this should be able to be used on any Futaba radio. I'm not sure about other brands, but I imagine other brands are similar in their construction as well. So that is it for today from me on a one-off video on how to put a ratcheting throttle into a Futaba radio. So hopefully this helps everyone, and have a good one.